the cloud. Okay, coming to stand at the back of your mat. Feet underneath your pelvis, pressing the big toe mound down, pinky toe down. Just notice where your weight is in your body at the moment. The shoulders roll away from the ears. Press the heels down, press your toes down and grow a little bit taller and feel how your abs start to just activate here. And then take a nice big inhale up. And exhale, big inhale up. Exhale to slow roll over to your toes, slightly bending the knees. Going all the way forward, letting your head hang. You can have your knees soft here. First forward fold, even me, first forward fold in this 1 o'clock. Run the knees out. And then you're gonna walk all the way out to your plank position. Holding your plank and then walk all the way back to your toes. And again, walk out to your plank. Draw the abs in and then walk back to your toes. One more time like that. We're gonna walk out to the plank. And then walk back to your toes. Let your feet widen a little bit. So take a little wider stance. Bend the knees and slowly roll your spine all the way up. And then hinging at the hips for squats. Push the hips back, press up, squeeze. Hips back, open, squeeze. Drawing abs in and squeeze the glutes. Hip hinge and lift. Getting into your heels, not into your toes. Can you lift those toes slightly? Push your bum backwards. Low, up, squeeze. 2 more like that, building a little heat in the body. Last one like that. This one, let's come down and hold it. And little tiny pulses, pulse. Push the hips back, lengthen the fingertips forward for 5. And last one, just bend forward, hands down to the mat. Walk back out to your plank, holding here for a moment, lengthen through the heels to the crown of the head, drawing the abs up and in, and then to your downward dog. Lifting the sits bones high, run the knees up here. Press the heels back and then rolling forward like that, wave back into your plank, hold, lift the right leg, point the toes and little pulses from the glutes. And lower that leg down, other leg lift, point the toes, pulses. From the base of the booty, lower that leg back into your downward dog. Take a breath there, pressing the floor away from you. Slightly bend the knees, lift the sits bones a little bit higher, lengthen the heels back. And then forward into your plank. Holding here, side the shoulder blades away. Float the right leg up again and tap over to the left and over to the right. So just a little tap up and over. Keeping your pelvis as still as you can. Always have the option to come onto the forearms. You could also bend the other knee. Bringing it all the way back to center when you complete that one. Lower that foot. Lift the other leg up. Tapping up and over. And up and over. 3. Breathe, pull the abs in, keeping the shoulders over the wrists. I just noticed myself pushing backwards. Last one, we come back to center, bring that foot down, take it to downward dog. Take a breath there. Bend the knee slightly, lift the sits bones a little bit higher, press the heels back. Lift the right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip to stretch out your right side oblique. One more breath there. And then we're gonna square the hips, step the right foot through to the hands. And then reach your right arm up to the sky. Take that little twist here. Hug the thighs towards each other for the support. Reach the fingertips up a little bit higher. And then we'll bring that hand back down to the mat. Step that foot back into your plank. Take it to a downward dog. Take a breath there. We take the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Take the stretch. Letting the weight of the leg open up that left side oblique and hip flexor. And then we'll square the hips, step that foot through to the hands and reach the left hand up to the sky. And breathe there. We reach up, hug the thighs slightly towards each other. And then bring that hand back down. Step the left foot back, holding in your plank, draw the abs in. Making your way onto your forearms while in your plank, hanging out here. Press the heels back, firm up the thighs, draw the abs up and in. Bend the right knee, tiny bit, and straighten, bend left, and straighten, bend right, and left. So micro bend at the knee while your body stays so still. 2 more like that. Last one. Bend both knees, bring them to the mat, press back to the child's pose. A little wake up. Cha-Cha's passed out, so she's good. She's already tired watching us. One more breath there. And then just slide yourself out onto your belly. And come down, folding your forearms together. Glue the forehead to the forearms and just shake it out. Hanging out there for a moment. Let's take the left hand and reach back and grab your left foot and just take a little stretch here. So a little opening through the quad and the hip. Never do this and it hurts. Hopefully it feels good for you guys. Push your left hip down. Take 2 more breaths there. And then exhale, release that leg. Other side. Bring your right hand back, grab onto the right foot. Stretching the hip flexor and the quad. 2 more breaths there. Move right back to the forearms. Big float out, and we're gonna float the right leg up off the mat and lower. Left leg. And right. Alternating sides without letting the pelvis move. So waking up that glute, relax the shoulders. Single leg one more time. Stay with single leg, but now we're moving to double leg. Draw the abs and keep the pelvis in neutral as you lift both legs and lower. Both legs float out and down. Drawing the belly in. And we lift and hold. And then circle the legs away from each other. Shoulders relax. Wrap the ribs in, pull the belly in, and reverse it. And then lower both legs down, shake the pelvis out. Sending both arms out to the front. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. And then floating the right arm and the left leg up off the mat without letting the pelvis move and lower. Left arm, right leg. And lower. So the shoulders away from the ears. And then if it feels good, let's lift both arms and legs up and we start to swim it out. Flutter kick. Here's that. Let the neck be long. Draw the abs up and in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower everything down. Gently press yourself back to your child's pose. As you can see that. And stretch it out here. On your next exhale, let's roll up onto your hands and knees. Where your knees are underneath your pelvis. Hands underneath your shoulders, rounding into your cat stretch. Dropping the head, drop the tail. And head up, tail up. Your couch, hanging your heart forward. And into your cat. And into your cow. All the way back to neutral. Let your abs just hang out for a moment and then pull your belly button up into your spine without letting anything else move. Let your abs hang out and then draw the abs up and in. One more time, abs relax. Magnetize your belly button up into your spine and then extend right arm and left leg at the same time. And bring it back to center. Left arm, right leg. So we've got that cup of tea balancing on your sacrum, moving opposite arm, opposite leg at your pace. Thinking about your form in the center. So this is a move you know very well. So you can focus on your stability because you have to think about what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Excuse me. So you're engaging the glute to extend the leg out from those toes. You're sliding your shoulder blade down into your back pocket as the arm lengthens forward next to your ear. And this is your last one when you're with your left arm, right leg. We'll meet back with right arm, left leg and hold. Around your spine, hand the elbow touch under your belly. and extend. Pull in, extend. Draw the abs in to get small. So just challenging stability. Last one, extend and hold it. If it's available, let's try to lift the right foot up off the mat. Balancing there. And then bring everything back to center. Round into your cat. Into your cow. Back to neutral, left arm, right leg. Finding your full extension there. And then round your spine, the knee and the elbow connect. And extend. Check in that your left foot didn't turn its way in to create a little more balance. You want to keep the ankle in line with the knee. 2 more. Last one. Bring it back center, hold. And this is where we lift the left foot up and balance. If you do it on the other side, oh, my head is bad. And then bring it back to center and around the spine. And then head up, tail up for your cow. Back into neutral, roll the toes under, draw the abs in. Shift your weight slightly forward, drawing the eye, the elbow forward, and hover the knees an inch above the mat. And we just hang out there. Keeping the knees super close to the floor. Can you pull your belly button deeper into your spine? Think about activating on your rear pelvic floor. Can you wrap your ribs in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, knees down, cat stretch, cow, back into center and come to sit on your bum. Grabbing a hold of your ring, your band, whatever you have. Towel, a ball of block, anything. Okay, so we'll sit up tall. We know the drill, so it's easier to focus on the movement and your form because you know what the exercises are. So the shoulders away from your ears. Maybe you bend your knees to pressure sits bones down, maybe your legs straighten. Lift up, draw the abs in, and then just press up away down. Press away and release. Touch on. Okay, lie down. Press out. She's like, the band. Am I supposed to play with that? And then tuck the pelvis and roll your spine all the way down to the mat. She was asleep in her chair that she thinks is her chair. And then lengthen the arms long to the back. Inhale, exhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Draw the abs in and slowly roll it all the way up. Reaching forward, sit up tall, roll back halfway here. Tuck your pelvis underneath you, draw the abs in, and little press up. Sit. You sit. All right, guys. And then hold, and you're gonna rotate over to the right and bring back to the left, and over to the left. And back to center, and twist. And back to center one more time, face. And then rotate, just leave it open. And back to center, and the other side. And come all the way back in, just leave it open. You don't have to lock it. And then slowly roll all the way down and put it in our chair. And then rolling halfway up, hold, relax the shoulders, and we're gonna float the right leg in an inch and lower. And then can you relax the shoulders away from your ears? So you're either squeezing in on something or pulling away, just to bring that awareness into your back. One more like that each way. Bring it back to center and up and over to your toes. Take a stretch forward. And then hook it onto your right foot. And let's start into our stretch. And roll all the way down. And you're going to push the right hip away and breathe into the back of the leg. You can add your little bend and straighten, firming the left leg down. We're actively stretching. And you're going to hold that leg up and pull it back a little bit further. And each breath is going to help push the right sits bone forward and pull the leg back a little bit further. Check in with the rest of your body. Your shoulders relax. You don't want any tension in the upper body. Just take one more breath there. And release, hooking the band to the toes. And pull your toes down, heel up for your calf stretch. And you can point and flex. And hold the toes down, stretching into your calf. And then back to the center. Actually, while you're right there, let's just do a little rotation in the hips. So you can point the toes, you can have the assist of the band, and then let your leg come across the body and draw a circle down, around, up, and holding it at the top without letting your pelvis move. Let's go in, down, around, up, and hold. In, down, around, up, and hold. Let's reverse it, circling out. Down, around, up, and hold. Circling out, down, around, up, and hold. One more time. And bring it all the way up. And then we can bring it to the center of the foot, spiraling the leg open and out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. For me, the left hip down, lengthening out of the right inner thigh. And breathe into that inner thigh. One more breath. And we'll sweep that leg up to the sky. And let it come a little bit across the body here and stretch to the side of the hip. Keep your back elbow pressing down. Pushing the right hip away and stretching to the side of the hip. Take 2 more breaths here. And then spinal twist with the leg flow across the body, looking in the opposite direction. Gently melting into that. And then extend the right leg all the way back out to straight. And we'll roll up and over to the toes. Come on, Cha-Cha, you gotta get out of there. Pull it out. Go in your chair. Go in your chair. And then look at that left foot roll all the way down. Out of control. If I lock her out, it's just gonna be a bunch of crying. I don't know what to do. I'm not used to having to deal with this, so I haven't figured this piece out yet. Cha-cha. Stretching into the back of the leg. Just lay down. And she's falling straight in. Keep pushing on the left, sits going forward. And holding that leg, keep pushing the left, sits going to the front. Take a few breaths to bring this back a little bit further. That stretch feels so necessary. And on your next exhale, we'll release that, hugging it to the toes. And coming into our calf stretch. Pulling the toes down, pushing the heel up. And you can point flex. Making sure that you're not in your hamstring stretch anymore, so you can have that leg a little bit lower. Pulling your toes down towards the shin, heel up. And then we're gonna point back into that, and you're gonna let the legs circle in, down, extend, rotate up and around. So long leg without letting the pelvis leave the floor, just a little lubrication inside the hip socket. Support it and then reverse it, circling back out, down, up and around. Circling back out, down, up and around. One more time. All the way back to center, letting the leg fall out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. Keep your right hip anchored as the left leg opens up. Come on, Cha-Cha. Come on. Lie down. If you want to hear, go sit in your chair. 2 more breaths there. And next exhale, we'll sweep that leg up to the side, letting it come across the body and stretch to the side of the hip. Keep pushing the left hip away. And your next exhale, let's melt into the spinal twist, letting the leg fall across the body and then opposite direction. And then extend that leg all the way back up to straight, shake legs out. So long and loose, you're gonna bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. And we're gonna start to sit up. Try to get her out of the way, sit. Reach the hands up to the sky. Tuck your pelvis, arch and imprint just a couple of times to get sorted into your neutral. And then finding the neutral. Okay, this is out of control, Cha-Cha. I'm gonna lock you out and you're gonna cry. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders and reach your fingertips forward. So keeping the pelvis still and then lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. So you guys do that a couple times. I just need to put her out here because it's too much going on. Go. Good. Go get your tree. Go. I put a tree out there for you. And then hold this one all the way forward. And little reaches forward. Little reach. And then lower all the way back down. Keep the hands up to the sky, tuck your pelvis, keep the feet planted into the floor and roll your hips all the way up into your bridge. Rolling your spine all the way back down, lift the head, neck, shoulders, and reach your fingertips forward. Lower the head down, hands are up, rolling up into your bridge. Inhale, exhale, rolling all the way down into neutral, lift the head, neck, shoulders, reaching your fingertips forward. Do 2 more times like that, rolling up into your bridge. Bringing up the back of the thighs, rolling all the way down, curling up, and lower back down, rolling all the way up into your bridge. All the way down into neutral, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, reach the fingertips forward, bring the right leg into table, bring the left leg up to meet it, and then tap the right toes forward and lift. So you can always have your head down if it's feeling like it's too much. Draw the belly in. Let's do a little more each way. Bring everything back center. Roll all the way down, hands back up. Inhale, exhale, keep the legs together. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders, reach your fingertips forward. Flex the feet and both heels float forward and lift. Dipping forward and lift. Tap and lift. 2 more like that. Soft through the jaw. Remember, if the neck gets stretched, you put it down. Bring it all the way back up. Lower the head down. Inhale, exhale, press the hands forward. Extend the legs out to your hundreds prep. Inhale, exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders forward, prep. Hold this one up for the 100. Exhale, hold, and then start to pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can either keep the legs in parallel, you can turn them out, you can have them low to the ground, you can have them back into tabletop. You could even have them on the floor. Where do you feel like you're strongest in this moment that you're going to get the most out of the 100s for your body, not worrying about what anybody else's body is doing? Inhales. Inhales. 2 more sets here. Strong arms. Inhales. And as your last set, pull the belly in a little bit deeper, lift out of your pelvic floor, and then draw the legs back up, hug it all the way in and relax. Let your head rock side to side. And let's bring it back to center, bring the feet back to the floor. Grab your weights for bridging. So grab a hold of your weights. Anchor the triceps into the floor for the moment. Feet are hip width apart. Tuck your pelvis. Rolling up into your bridge, lifting the hips high, holding the hips high, tap your butt down to the mat, press up and squeeze. Hug the thighs slightly towards each other, press the big toe mound down, press your pinky toe down. Press your heel down. Feel energetically as if your heels could reach to your butt. Down, up, and squeeze. And then we're gonna hold the hips lifted, Press the arms up to the sky, tap your triceps down, press up and down and lift. So they're not heavy, but you're creating the resistance for yourself. The neck is long, the eyes are to the sky. Push the hips a little bit higher. Now, as the arms go down, the butt goes down, press up, squeeze. Everything goes down, everything goes up. Collarbone is wide, jaws relax, no tension in the neck. And then hold everything up to the sky and little pulse of your hips up, hip up, up. For 5. Holding it up, lift your heels, bring your arms back just a little bit, side the shoulders away from the ears. You're gonna bend your elbows and straighten. So the elbows bend to the waist, tap behind the head. Push the hips up a little bit higher. So we're just into our focused tricep movement at the moment. And then hold the arms up, tap your butt down, press up, squeeze. Tap down, press up and squeeze. When you lift, make sure you're pushing your hips all the way up, not dropping into your low back. Hug the thighs in slightly. And lift and hold, and little pulses up, up. Little lifts. We're just gonna hold the hips up high, push them a little bit higher, push the knees a little more forward, bend the elbows slightly so you're making a circle with your arms, and let the arms hinge open and closed. Open and close. Push the hips up high. And then holding the arms up, turn the palms forward, drop the heels, walk the feet to the outside edges of the mat. Lift your hips a little bit higher, dig your heels down, turn your toes up. Pull your pubic bone slightly to your face so you're really committing to staying in neutral. Let your elbows bend out to the side and press over your chest. Out to the side and over your chest, so over the base of your ribs. Think. And then hold the arms up, tap just your butt down, press up, squeeze. So the hands are staying up to the sky for the moment. Tap down up and squeeze. Hold the hips up. Now everything, the arms open out, same thing, the butt goes down. Press up, squeeze, tap your knees in and open your knees. The hips and the arms go down. Press up, squeeze the knees in and open. So we go down, press up, we close in and out. Push those hips up high. Keep the collarbone wide. 3, press up, in, open, lower. Last one, we're gonna hold it up, the knees go in and out, in and out. Little butterfly wings fluttering in and out. Push the hips a little bit higher. Pull your pubic bone towards your face, and then hold the knees open and pulse the hips up high, high. For 5. And last one, lower the hips all the way down, roll all the way up in the same position. So you're imprinting all the way down, the legs are doing the same exact thing, just open out to the sides, toes to the sky. 3 more like that. Lift, 2. Like that, hold the hips all the way back up, drop the toes, walk the feet back to hip width apart, sequentially imprinting your spine all the way back down, bend your elbows, bring your elbows down to the mat, bring the legs back to tabletop. Inhale, exhale, we're gonna press the hands up to the sky, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, reach your fingertips forward, and then we're gonna extend the right leg and pull it in left. So we're gonna go into single leg stretch, we go reach, and we're gonna go faster, we're gonna go reach, and reach. Pull the abs in. Keep reaching the fingertips forward. You could always drop the weights to the mat. Breathe for 3, 2. Last one. Bring both legs in and hug it all the way down. Place the weights to the mat for a moment. Bring your feet down to the mat. Arms relax into the mat. And roll your hips all the way up into the sky. Bring your left leg into tabletop. Extend your left leg up to the sky. And small lift up. And lift. And lift.
Small little presses up for 5. Eyes to the sky, bring that foot back down to the mat, push the hips up, bring your right leg up, extend it to the sky, and small pulse up and up for 5. We bring that foot back down to the mat, roll your spine all the way down, grabbing your weights in your hands, bring the legs one at a time to table. Press the weights up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, reach your hands towards your ankles. Extend the arms and legs long for a double leg stretch. Exhale, circle to bring the knees back into center. Inhale, extend, exhale, center. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, center. 3 more like that. Is your spine staying in neutral? Of course it is. 2. Last one. All the way back to center, hug the knees in. Place the weights down to the side. Bring the feet back down to the mat. Tuck your pelvis and roll back up into your bridge. Bringing your right leg into tabletop. You're just going to extend it straight out and pull it in. Lengthen, keeping your hips still. It goes just straight out from tabletop and in. Pushing both hips up to the sky for 4. Breathe. 2. Last one, bring it to table, place it back on the mat, lift your hips up higher, eyes to the sky, left leg in table, and then extend out and in, wide through the collarbone. That's out and in. For 4. Breathe. Keep lifting out of that right hamstring and glute. Last one. Back to center, place that foot on the mat, push the hips a little bit higher, and then roll your spine sequentially down, grabbing your weights, bringing your legs to tabletop from neutral spine. And we're gonna lift the arms and legs up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Extend the left leg long, right leg does a double pull in. Scissor the legs, pull, pull. Inhale, exhale. Reaching the fingertips forward if you can. Always having the option to put the weights down. Pull, 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 pull. And we're gonna just turn this into a little oblique action. Right leg comes up and then the left leg goes in between. You're gonna reach to the front corner of the mat and then up and over, twist. And twist. And twist. Exhale, keeping the pelvis still. Reaching up and over. Stay to the right on the next one and little reaches forward. We go reach over to that right front corner of the mat for 5. Last one, switch sides. Reach up and over to the left front corner. We go reach and reach for 5, 4. And last one, both legs up, hug it all the way in and relax. Place the weights down, let your head rock side to side. Just take a little breather here to reset. Because we're coming into double straight leg lower. Cross real quick the right ankle over the left knee, pull back from behind the thigh, take a little moment there. Drop your tail, and we'll switch sides. Because now when you come into double straight leg lower, it's gonna be so strong and your form is gonna be amazing. And bring it back to center, place both feet down, resetting neutral. When your pelvis be heavy, fingertips behind the ears. Elbows wide to the sides, bring your legs to table. Squeeze the thighs together, extend the legs up to the sky, glue the heels, turn the toes apart, float head, neck, and shoulders up. Pelvis stays in neutral as you extend your legs at any amount away from you, and then drag the legs back up. Elbows are wide, inhale, exhale. Lengthening away from the body, exhale, lift. So hip points and pubic bone are all in one even space. You could always bring a hand underneath or to your low belly to feel the low abs working for 4. 2. Last one, we're gonna bring the legs up, make them parallel. You're gonna lower down one more time, turn the legs out and circle the legs up and around. They're gonna lower in parallel, turn out, circle up and around. Turning, or they're in to turn out to circle up and around. One more time. They lower, turn out, up and around. Let's reverse it. Keep the pelvis still. Turn out, just circle around, parallel to lift. 4. That was 4. Now that's 3. 2 more. Last one, bring it all the way up, hug everything in and relax. Take a long stretch here. And shake everything out. Making the right side a little longer than the left. And then the left a little longer than the right. And all the way back to center. Grabbing a hold of your weights that should hopefully still be right by your side. Reach the hands up to the sky. Firm the back of the thighs down. Inhale, exhale to peel yourself vertebra, up and over, reaching, diving forward, reach, pull the abs in, and then scoop and roll all the way down. Inhaling at the bottom, exhale, peeling all the way up, keeping the hands right in front of the shoulders, and scoop and rolling it all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, pulling all the way up, reaching forward, roll back halfway, turn the palms down. Tugging your pelvis underneath you and a little tap of the weights. Can you relax your shoulders away from your ears? Pull the belly in, soften the thighs, let the knees face the sky. And then cross the arms, we go cross and cross. So just because you're looking at your legs, I want to see, are they turned in, are they turned out? The knees are facing the sky. And then back to center, roll all the way down to the mat. Inhale, exhale to halfway up, flipping the palms to the sky, bicep curls. Wide through the collarbone. Bend and extend. Pulling your abs in. Holding both arms out, turn the palms towards each other, bend the right elbow, bend the left. Relax the shoulders down. Breathe. Lift out your pelvic floor. Last one. Both arms down, dive up and over to your toes and take a quick stretch in. Sitting up, roll the shoulder blades down. We're gonna go turn the palms towards each other and go halfway back. Hinging the arms open and hug around the big balloon. Lift your elbows slightly higher than your wrists. So notice how you feel the outside of your arm, you feel that deltoid as you lift the elbows a little bit higher. And then hold the arms open, elbows higher than your wrists, little lifts. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. For 5. And last one, dive forward, send the arms backwards. Turn the palms towards each other. Widen the collarbone, you can bend your knees to get your body forward. And then little pulses in. Collarbone is wide, draw the belly in. And then hold them in and push them up, up. Can you lengthen the fingertips to the back? For 5. And last one, sitting up tall, take the arms above your head. Sitting up super tall, and then just bend out to the sides and press up. Wrap the ribs in. And then hold the arms up, turn the palms towards each other, bend and extend. Bend and press. Hug the elbows towards your ears, so biceps are alongside the ears. And last one, and we'll bring those arms all the way down. And take a little breath there. And the other side. And we're going to come to lay on your right side. Laying all the way down. Stand up time, do you have to? 55 or 50, do you have to leave?
50.
50, okay. We're almost there. You're to memorize what we do. Push the top hip away, lift the bottom waistline up off of the mat. Bring the legs micro reach forward and then lift the top leg, flex the foot. Sweep the leg forward, point and sweep it back. Flex to bring it forward and point and sweep it back. So retracing the line forward and back. Not letting the body move. If you need to, you can bring your hand to your hip to know that your hip's not moving. Bottom waistline is lifting. Collarbone is wide. Forward and back. The next time it goes back, we hold it here. and little pulses. Pulling the belly in, little pulses back. And then bring it back to center and leg is parallel and stirs. Forming up the tush, just a little tiny circle here. Reverse. Pulling the belly in. Holding it there, let your head come down to the mat, and bottom leg is gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. Feel like someone's holding your top toes and pulling them away from you. It's just that bottom leg lifting and lowering. And then lift and hold, both legs go down, both legs lift. Both legs down, both legs lift. Feeling your waistline. So thinking about that top oblique, pull the abs in, relax the shoulders away from the ears. And last one, lift and hold it. And then lower all the way down. You can keep your head down or prop it up and setting up for clam shells. Bend the knees to 45, squeeze the heels together, open the top knee and close. And we lift and lower, wrapping the ribs in, open, squeeze and down. And squeeze. And then holding the knee open and tiny pulses up. And adding our rotation for the knee into an ankle, happening inside the hip socket. So the pelvis is staying still, abs are drawing in. And we'll hold the knee down and tiny little pulses up. Right at the base of the booty. And then lower that leg all the way down, bring the knees to 90 degrees, lining up with your shins with the front edge of the mat. Flex the feet, pushing your top hip away so you've got as much length in your torso as you can as you lift the top leg. And the leg almost touched up. We lift and almost touched up. So it goes only as high as nothing else is gonna move. And last one, let it come down, hold in little tiny circles. Flex the foot, the ankle's in line with the knee, push that top hip away, push your bum back just a little, and then reverse. Hold it here, kick the top leg forward, and little tiny bend press. And last thing on this side. Again, the knee is facing in the direction of the front edge of the mat. So it's not turning down, it's not turning up. It's even to the floor. And last one, and bring it all the way in. Punch that booty cheek out. And pop yourself up. And other side. So leg, body stacked, legs are 1 inch forward. Top of the way, wrap the ribs in. Lift the top leg, flex the foot, sweeping it forward and point and sweep it back. Flex to bring it forward and point and sweep. So your abs are drawing in, your ribs are wrapping in, you're retracing that line. Hold this one back in tiny pulses. Little tiny pulses back. And then we'll sweep it back to center. Point those toes, leg a little bit longer and tiny stirs here. Pulling the abs in a little bit deeper and reverse. Holding that top leg as is, lower your head down, and then bottom leg will lift to meet it and lower. The top leg is even longer, it stays so still. Two more. And then let's hold the legs together. Did we do both lower and lift? We did. We lower and lift, right, friends? No one's saying anything. Okay. Good. Okay. Wrap those ribs in. And last one, lift and hold the top oblique and lower everything down. Bend the knees, set up for clam shells. Head is down or up. Squeeze the heels together, open the top knee and close. We lift and lower, squeeze. drawing the belly in. And then we lift and hold it, small pulses up. And add our rotation knee to knee, toe to ankle. Squeeze. And then we'll lower that leg all the way back down. Bring the legs forward, flex the feet, push the top hip away. As shins line up with the front edge of the mat. Lift and resist as you go down. Lift and resist. I feel like when I used to do these exercises all the time, because I was teaching classes all week long, my hip mobility was great. When I was sitting on the floor to shoot, everything was great. Now that I'm only doing this once, maybe twice a week if I'm doing it on my own, it's not the same. It's so important to keep it, hold it down, and little circles. So I notice it in my body if I'm not doing it. And reverse. Flex that foot, staying active in that leg. Hold, kick the leg forward and tiny bend straighten. Press. The knee is shining to the front edge of the mat, not turning down, not turning up for 5. And last one, and bring it all the way in and punch that booty out. Good job, Stan. Have fun tutoring. Okay, let's come all the way up. I'm gonna do a quick pretzel set. So we're gonna stay with the right leg back, since that's the direction we're in, and left leg forward. Framing a hand to either side of the left knee, and then line your sternum up. So you're kind of twisting your body slightly, and shift your weight slightly forward. Flex the back foot, and then we lift and lower. Lift. It almost touches the floor, but it doesn't quite. And lift. Bring your heel back closer to your bum. And then lift and hold and little kick back. Kick. Kick. Feel the opening through the hip. Get your knee a little bit higher. 5. And then hold it back and small lift there. Lift, lift. It feels super fun. For 5. And last one, swing that leg around as you move the other leg to the back. Frame the knee with both hands. Shift forward. And then we just lift and lower. Lift and lower. Think your thigh, not just your foot. Your thigh lifts and lower. Draw the abs in, keeping the spine long. Lift and hold, flex that foot, kick back. Little wrap, feeling right at the base of the bum. Opening through the hip. That feels great. And then hold it, and then tiny pulse, pulse, pulse. For 5. And last one, and bring that leg all the way back in. We're actually, let's meet back in a plank. We're gonna stretch out the hip and the glute. So let's meet in your plank. You could also be on your back for your figure 4 stretch. Otherwise, we're gonna come into a pigeon. We're gonna extend the right leg out, extend the left leg out when you're in your plank for a moment. Draw the abs in. We're gonna float the right leg up, pull the knee into the chest, hover the knee up to the belly, and then drop your shin to the mat. And let's start to just work our way down to our stretch. You want to square your hips, trying as best as is available for your body to line up the front shin to the front of the mat. And then if it feels good, you can start to melt your body down. But if it doesn't, you feel you're in the stretch, stay lifted, stay wherever you're feeling the most stretch in the hip and supported. Take a few breaths here. A breath there. And we're gonna bring the hands back to the mat, work your body back up. Roll, place the back toes on the mat. And then let's extend the right leg back out into your plank. Draw the abs up and in. We'll float the left leg up,
Hover the left knee to the chest, and then drop your shin to the mat and make your way down to your stretch. So setting up your hips squared before you just go right to the floor. And then if it feels good, you can melt forward. Any amount. So remember, if this isn't feeling like any stretch, it's just feeling like torture, you could always be on your back for a figure 4 stretch. Take 2 more breaths here. And then we'll roll the back toes under, make your way onto your hands, and extend your left leg, walk into your plank, and just hang out here for a moment. Pressing the floor away from you, pressing your heels back, drawing the abs up and in, feeling super strong and supported, pushing your heart slightly to the sky. So not over pushing through your back, but just being really broad through the shoulder blades. Draw the abs in and then lift your hip bones high to the sky. Sits bones high to the sky for your downward dog. You can pedal your knees out here. And when you're ready, slow walk of your toes to your hands. And just hang out there in your forward fold. Softening the knees. Walking into your toes and into your heels. Whatever last little moment you need to just let go. And then we'll start to make sure that the feet are underneath your pelvis. Soft knees as you draw the abs and just slowly restack your spine. Vertebra by vertebra coming up to stand. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears. And we'll take a nice big inhale up. And exhale it out. One more time, big inhale up. And exhale.
And thank you, Pilates Hotties, for joining me from Dakar this week.